Closed captioning for Valley Spotlight is provided by Home Plate Media.
The following program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Good morning.
It's finally Sunday.
It is.
It's finally Sunday, and we're finally making our way to a restaurant that I think I've passed, and I've said, well, I should go. It looks beautiful. I've heard the food is amazing. And now we're finally here at Giorgio's in Niles.
We're at Giorgio's. We met Giorgio.
We did.
Gabrielle, you know him, right?
Yes, I am. I've known him for a long time.
How do you know him?
Know him. He's my father.
Okay. And he cooks.
He cooks all the time, yep.
All the time.
Mm-hmm. Everything from scratch.
Do you cook?
I just serve the food.
All right,
yeah.
very good.
And she talks about it with a lot of passion.
Absolutely.
And obviously it's a part of the family. And we had a chance to catch up with Giorgio with our Chefs for Charity, with Catholic Charities a couple of weeks ago. And his food,
Yeah, so good.
outstanding.
Thank you.
I mean, a line for you guys, for good reason. Take me through your dad, the history, and why Michael asked you off camera if this is really what you want to do.
No, absolutely. We've been here since for 11 years. It's been great. Taking care of the community, being one of the restaurants that they choose for to come here and celebrate all their special occasions. Right now we have some dishes displayed for you.
Yeah.
These are a few of our top sellers. Obviously we have more, and we would have loved to cook for all of it for you.
You want to take us around? What's this one in front of you?
So that's actually one of the newest ones that we're putting on the menu, gnocchi alla vodka.
That's why we have forks.
Just 1 second here.
Absolutely.
How about this one in the middle?
Seafood Mediterranean. You have shrimp, mussels, calamari, with a beautiful Mediterranean sauce, ties it all together.
How about up here? Got some fish.
Crab stuffed salmon. That's our best seller.
Big hit?
Yeah, absolutely, for the seafood selection.
Okay.
As well, the one next to it, panko crusted haddock over greens.
Oh, that's haddock. I wasn't sure.
Yep, the greens are excellent here.
Right.
And you said this one is your personal favorite.
I absolutely love the steaks here. I think they're great. I think they're phenomenal. The New York strip to me is personally the best one.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, we have a classic, which chicken parm that everyone adores and loves.
I could eat it every day.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm
like
not even kidding.
I
realize
moving
it's,
it for the camera. I'm sure we'll have a picture.
fried chicken with sauce. I get it, but I could eat it every single
Oh,
day.
absolutely.
Awesome.
I have a feeling I could eat this every single
Do you
day.
remember when were you in the restaurant business before this? Do you remember when your family decided to take that leap?
Yeah, so we've always been in the restaurant business. Okay. We owned another restaurant prior to this. This has been here for 11 years. So it's been great, lots of great times and whatnot.
Any specials that people should be aware of? Anything good? I mean, you're open for lunch and dinner every single day,
Yes,
right? Except for Sundays.
Yep, every single day. We're open from Monday to Saturday. We're open from 11 to 10, and then we have specials from 11 to 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is it's time for people to book graduation parties. You wouldn't think so. It's September.
I know.
But you already have to start thinking about Christmas parties and anniversaries and things like that. And you guys do a lot of events on Sundays too, right?
We were just talking about it this morning with some friends.
Special ones. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a lot of big celebrations here, graduation parties. We've had rehearsal dinners, birthdays, communions, baptisms.
The place is huge.
It's really, and it's very, very beautiful.
Awesome. Well, thank you for having us.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah,
All right, we'll
and
catch up with
we're
Gabrielle
able
a
to
bit.
be here because of, I have to say, our friends at Steelite, they're big fans of you guys and Giorgio as well. But we got to meet this next person sort of through our friends from Steelite and GTC. And when this came across my news feed, Michael, I was like, well, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Who is this person? And I had to know more, and for good reason.
Let's see.
Here's your reason to smile.
But here we are today.
Yeah, here you are today. And yet your smile in your face, you would never know. People like Brian are rare.
No, I get that a lot. it's a compliment I get, and I take it in stride. I appreciate it.
More on some quite literal strides that he made in just a moment. But first, when we say Brian is rare, the Newcastle native is one of few who can say this.
I already kind of knew that this isn't going to go well. And he diagnosed me with male breast cancer. And the percent of that is well under 1%.
In 2021, he was diagnosed. Brian went through chemo, then surgery and radiation. A clean bill of health followed. And then there was a bump in the road in early 2025, or rather, a lump. Brian noticed a small lump at his neck after a workout, and he knew the feeling all too well.
Maybe it's a pulled muscle. But when I felt that lump, I was like, oh, here we go again. So back to the clinic I go. They biopsy that. They couldn't get a good enough biopsy, so I go to like a CT scan. And they confirmed that the breast cancer has now moved to this lymph node, parts of my chest, and spots on my lung.
Despite all of this,
the Cleveland Clinic did a phenomenal job because it's a rare case. It didn't make sense. And they basically said, okay, we're gonna give you this board of people because it's a unique case.
Brian's unique strength can be felt, and that smile, well, it's undeniable.
I'm normally an uplifted, funny guy. I handle a lot of things with humor. I like to dance through the storm, if that's a way to describe it, but.
And that smile, well, it was lost for a moment.
So I'm at this point on the floor, just bawling my eyes out like a toddler. Like literally like praying, and my faith is what I attest to this next thing that happens. I say, okay, Brian, you have a decision to make. You can continue down this path of questioning yourself, basically depression. I said, or you could go right and make a difference.
All of a sudden, his faith had him looking not in the mirror, but looking at others instead, who are rare just like him.
I'm thinking, if this is how I feel, and I'm a pretty positive guy, what are other people fighting and battling? And how are they handling it?
In order to reach out and find more people like him, he decided to share his journey that step by step took him to the Boston Half Marathon, all for breast cancer resources and research.
So I come up with a name, and I put the best team of my friends around me, and I said, let's do this. And I randomly just threw the first video up, and I kind of expected it to be 100 people that would like it. I knew I was gonna get my mom an Instagram account because I was like, Mom, you gotta like this, just give me a heart.
And after that night, Brian's breast cancer fight and the story took medical, mainstream, and social media by storm.
I was just saying that, hey, this is me, this is what I have, and this is what I'm gonna do. And it just blew up.
Now, Brian has a half marathon under his soles and a foundation dedicated and named appropriately to helping those like him find their smiles again.
When people try to help me, and I always say, I don't wish this on anyone, but you're missing the one piece of the puzzle. You don't have cancer. And I don't want you to have cancer.
Right.
So when I say something like that, it's not an insult, it's a compliment. There's a but. You don't have it. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking, okay, why don't I go be that somebody for someone else?
And being there in the now for others brings us to today because of Brian's friends who have been there for decades. Now includes the next generation who are running for Brian while learning the power of perseverance and prayer. This moment stopped us in our tracks.
Nothing of it was planned. So when it was occurring, I wasn't really thinking, I was just reacting. And, we said that prayer because I couldn't be more grateful for all of them, but it's because of their parents, which are all of my best friends, I have that whole circle. So it's the next generation, and there's a part of me that I want to be in their lives as much as I can. That's why I included them in this, because this is bigger than me, and it's going to, I just want them to know that I'm going to be it, so don't panic. I'm okay, I'm running. You know, I was trying to, then I was like, I got to pull this together. But I wanted them also to lean and practice on their faith.
Ooh, that was a good story. And if you want to follow Brian's journey on Instagram, you can do it. The Now Foundation is a great place to go. Look it up and figure out how you would like to help. All right, time for some neighborly advice with Matt Onest. And Matt, thank you for joining us.
Nice to be
I
here.
don't like coffee, so I prefer Diet Coke. Are you okay with that?
I'm okay with that.
All right, so we're having cannolis at Giorgio's, and I'm gonna grab one.
You go right ahead.
Probably while you talk about something is when I'll take my first bite.
I'll try to keep the food out of my mouth. All right.
If you're from this area at all, you know this whole Ursuline situation, and there's a lot of court cases going on. These guys want to play, they're not allowed to play. So we just started to talk more about the appeals process. If you lose a case, turns out, in any case, you have a chance to appeal, correct?
Correct,
Okay,
yeah.
how's it work?
So how it works is, you know, the first thing we always deal is you're in a court, you get a judge and a jury. That's kind of the first thing, and I think that's the law and order aspect.
Right,
That's
right.
what we think about. But then the question becomes, you may spend 6 months, a year, 2, 3 years fighting that. What happens if you lose? Well, in Ohio, you're given the right to appeal that immediately. Now you have 30 days. That's the key part.
Okay.
Your case is over, done. You've got 30 days to ask for another.
Send in your appeal.
Yes,
Okay.
and you send it in, say, I want to appeal it, and then what you do is you go to a different court, and eventually you're going to be able to have a hearing in front of 3 judges.
Okay.
Now, key thing, the clients don't really participate in that.
Oh, good.
The people that fight it, you're not up there under oath getting questions asked.
Do you have to go at all?
No, you don't have to go.
So it's your lawyer against their lawyer pleading your case.
Yeah, and it's kind of the boring part of it, unfortunately. You know, it's written documents. So my written arguments against your written arguments. Your attorney sends written arguments against my arguments. I get to do one more written arguments, and then we get to go eventually in front of those 3 judges, and we get 30 minutes total to argue our case. And then those 3 judges have to decide whether or not, you know, who wins.
And so it's just best of 3. If 2 say yes and 1 says no, you win.
It's majority. Yes.
Are any of these judges the old judge that you had the first time?
No, absolutely not.
Are they familiar with the case at all, typically?
They will be familiar with the case because they're going to read whatever you submit, and they're going to look at what was submitted below, right? Because you got to make sure you do a good job first.
Okay.
At that lower court, right? That first time, you got to make sure you get everything in. Make your arguments, get all your evidence, get all your witnesses, because when you get up to that Court of Appeals, they are only allowed to look at what you did below.
Okay.
They're not allowed to, so let's say you come up with some sort of amazing argument later on. If you didn't raise that below, you're really never going to be able to raise it again.
Okay.
So it's important to kind of have that dialogue with your attorney throughout to make sure the case is going early how you would want it to go in case you do lose.
Why wouldn't you appeal your case if you lose?
You know, there's a variety of reasons. Sometimes you just may be tired.
Just had enough.
2, 3 years, I mean, because these cases can last that long. You might just get tired and say, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to spend the money anymore. Or you might have that conversation with your attorney and they decide, listen, maybe this isn't something we should be doing.
Might not be able to win.
It might not be able to win.
Okay. Any other advice that you would give if you're going in front of those 3 judges at once? How often do people do you guys do this?
Well, we do appeals all the time throughout Ohio, throughout here, you know. So I would say there's probably more cases that don't get appealed than do get appealed. However, like I said, your first round, you are entitled to ask for that appeal.
Oh, excellent stuff. That's your neighborly advice for this Sunday morning. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
You better get one of these.
All right, I'll grab one.
In the meantime, we'll take a break and meet some fantastic kids to get some big names on their podcast. Be right back.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In the Mahoning Valley, I work with Kelli Warren. She guarantees to sell your home at a price and a deadline you agree to, or she'll buy it. She can also give you an instant cash offer. Go to kellysoldit.com and find out how Kelli and her team can start working for you.
ESPN Mahoning Valley 94.7 FM and 1330 AM. Sports, talk, music, and more for the Valley.
Get Brightspeed fiber internet free for 3 months. It's free for the whole family for 3 months. Unless you want to charge the kids.
Get Brightspeed fiber internet free for 3 months. Switch to the bright side.
Welcome back. Valley Spotlight on Sundays.
Nice job with Matt.
Thank you.
No, I feel like it's what everybody's talking about. We're not pretending to be news anchors anymore, but
maybe I'll work my way up to coffee too.
Someday. One can only
I'll
hope.
just have it sitting in front of me like this.
Speaking of someday, and one can only hope, someday we could only hope to be guests on this podcast. Okay?
All right.
Wait till you meet some of our young students at McDonald. All right? And when you see what they're doing, it'll make you rethink what it is that we've done wrong when we've tried to do big things in our lives.
Okay. I can't wait to see.
Some people take it to the next level and start a podcast where they get to interview the governor and the lieutenant governor. So some pretty cool things happen.
Talk about something to talk about. Quite literally.
You know, my wife gets it now, but like when I go, I'll tell some people like, yeah, my kids just interviewed Clint Hurdle, the 2012 MLB Manager of the Year. Like, what are you talking about? Or Kelly Pavlik and Ray Boom Boom Mancini came in and they interviewed him.
Some pretty cool things and some pretty cool people, thanks to some pretty cool students. Yep, this podcast, the S&S podcast, was started in Lance Rongi's technology class by 2 Roosevelt Elementary School students who are standouts to say the least. Serafina Gallo, at the mature age of 12, remembers when the word got out.
Well, at first when I talked about it with my family, they were shocked. They were like, well, it's fun and all, but you're probably just gonna get people from school and stuff. And then when we got bigger people that more of the world knows, my parents started telling my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, and they were all like, wow, you interviewed them? And I was like, yeah.
Serafina and her best friend Sasha founded the podcast that, with the guidance and persistence of Mr. Rongi, has booked big name guest after big name guest. All he had to do was ask. He cast a wide social media net over the summer while playing Mr. Dad.
I throw out, I think someone said it's a big net. So I'll DM people. When Addie and Emma would go to sleep during the summer, I would shoot out messages. I would shoot out 10, 15 during nap time. And the people that seen the message on Instagram, I would say it's probably over 90% of the people that actually read the message have joined in on the podcast. So it's just a matter of them being able to see the message, and they're all about it. They enjoy coming in and interacting with the kids. But it's a big net. I just throw it out a lot of DMs.
The students learn it all: audio, video, editing, downloading, uploading, all of it. But for Sasha Carriall, the biggest lesson might be in the art of the interview. And for her and her future plans to become a lawyer, it makes perfect sense.
When I do it, it's everything just goes away, I'm just tuned in to who I'm interviewing and the questions and what they're telling me about themselves. I just think it's really cool.
Sasha and Serafina are now over at the middle school, and as they watch what they started continue, they are more than proud to have something worth talking about.
I think they're doing great already. They had an interview with Elise Cranny, an Olympic medalist, not that long ago. They're doing great, I really do. I think they might be doing better than us. There is some things I wish that I knew that they know now, but we worked through that, and
what is that?
They have better conversation than what we started out as. When we started out, it wasn't the best, but when we grew into it, it started to get better. We appreciate all the work Mr. Rongi has done for us, since he reaches out to everybody for us, and we thank him deeply for that.
Well, those were some A-list celebrities right there.
Can you believe it?
Great job. There's some B-list celebrities that want to be on. We're not doing anything.
I don't even know if I'd be B.
If your old ESPN thing falls through, maybe you could call us up.
But how about Home Improvement?
Yeah.
What? I
Thanks,
couldn't
Al
believe
Borland.
that. That's the coolest thing.
Very cool.
All right, from that wonderful group of kids
Yes.
who are surrounded in a great community, from another great community, Kelli and Warren's talking neighborhoods.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you knew this, but it's like, location, location, location.
That's what she says.
There's just something about when the leaves start falling, the memories, they start flying too, right?
Yes, yes.
I feel like when you drive through a neighborhood like this in Poland, this is what you picture as like the American dream.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so. I think
we're standing in the middle of it.
Yeah, a lot of times we talk about the house, like what house do you want to live in? But I feel like where do you want to live is equally or more important.
Yes, location, location,
Yes,
location.
yes.
Do they say that in real estate?
They sure do all the time.
Or does it make me sound like an old lady? No, but this is the location that if you are looking for a close-knit community, really good-sized houses still, well-built.
Yeah, and affordable for, today's economy and all that stuff. But,
Right.
you can get a nice sized house in a great area for a good price. We're like a mile from the high school, a mile from the Poland Forest, easy access to freeways and shopping and all that kind of stuff. But you've got streets and streets where you can go for a walk, let the kids ride bikes, do the whole trick or treat thing, like perfect neighborhood.
There is something to be said for that.
Yes.
I spent my entire life in a neighborhood such as this, and then we moved out to the country. And I will say, when Halloween rolls around, we're like,
what do we do?
What do we do with all these kids? Because it's going to take us 15 minutes to go to 3 houses. In this situation, this is the most perfect thing for it. When you're helping people make a decision on what is going to be best for them, do you find people that, maybe a husband and wife or, different types of situations where people don't agree?
Oh, yes, all the time.
How do you get there with people?
It's like we're marriage counselors, and in addition to being real estate agents and accountants and everything else, I wear many hats.
Yes.
Ultimately, it's their decision. It's something that they need to come to, but we certainly get our share of giving advice or hearing people vent or,
all of that
all good stuff.
Well, I would imagine that whatever it is that you have in your head, all you have to do is tell Kelli, and then you keep your eyes open, right? You help people navigate those kinds of things, and sometimes it's timing.
Yeah, it's very often that a house will come on the market that I'll say, oh, I have a perfect buyer for that house. Waiting for this house to come on the market.
Location, location, location.
Yep.
And timing.
Yes.
Brought to you by Kelli Warren of Kelli Warren and Associates. Kelli, you look great on this fall day.
Thank you,
I think we're going to need that sweater here momentarily, so we'll push it off as long as we can. But don't ever push off calling Kelli Warren. The number is
330-717-2689.
And KelliSoldIt.com is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. How did you do that?
Oh, the internet, the magic of the internet. And you can find this home on Chesterton right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a nice spot. Very nice spot. Oh, super safe, too. Because we're like moms and stuff.
Right.
Wow. So we had neighborly legal advice.
I know. And then in the neighborhood.
And then talking about neighborhoods.
On a beautiful street. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It was
I
nice.
love it. It was very nice.
All right, break time.
Yes, and then it's Oktoberfest time.
Which they celebrate in September in a lot of places.
Yeah. Why do they do that?
I think it's because the weather's nicer.
Well, you know what? Our local German, she knows a thing or two. So stick around. Bratwurst with Helga is coming up next.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
Ah, come on. Come on. Before I switched to Brightspeed fiber internet, things like slow speeds and random dead spots really brought out the troll in me. I mean, I spent hours causing trouble. But then I switched to Brightspeed's fast, reliable fiber internet, and the rest is sunshine and unicorns. Looks amazing, Barbara.
Ultra-fast, Brightspeed fiber internet. Switch to the bright side.
So,
Have you tried everything except for the steak? I'm on a haddock right now.
I haven't tried the steak yet, but this is amazing.
If you haven't been to Giorgio's on 422, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Book an event. Like, they have a nice fireplace here. It's a beautiful ambiance. Thanks to Steelite for making this possible for us to come and showcase these great restaurants.
Right.
It's amazing. I can't believe we've never been here. I'm embarrassed.
As Giorgio's cooking, Helga and Mitch also cooking.
They are.
Getting ready for Oktoberfest.
You can smell it from here. The sizzle.
Yeah.
The beer, I think.
Hi, this is Helga.
And I'm Mitch. Welcome to Home Plate Homestyle.
And we're cooking again.
Yeah, I want to see what you're making today.
Know, look at this. Okay, this is actually Bratwurst. Bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
Yeah, they always say I can't say it right. Anyway, look at this. Look at those babies. Aren't they nice?
Beautiful, yeah.
Yes, and what we're going to do is...
Where do you get these?
I had to drive all the way to Mokador.
Mokador.
Yep. There's a butcher shop. They make the best German Bratwurst.
Good tip.
Aren't they good? Would you open up a beer?
Oh, sure. Uh-oh.
And don't show the label. That's Wolfgang's favorite. He's going to go, she stole a beer.
Using the good stuff.
I know. And we're going to go and...
okay, some beer in there. About half a bottle or the whole thing?
Should I leave this for me?
Yeah, a little bit for you. Whoa, okay. Yeah, we'll absorb it later.
Yes. And I guess we're going to have to turn this off. There you go. And it's just going to go and, you know, that hop and malt and that all goes into that bratwurst, okay?
Yeah, it'll soak it in.
Yeah, and that's going to make it such a nice flavor.
What kind of heat are you putting?
Well, I have it on. Bring it to a boil. And then that's it. Okay, and then we shut it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, now smell this. You can smell the beer.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Yes, it's wonderful. And you know, they just have to come to a boil, and then that's fine. And then what we do is we put some milk. I'm doing it a different way. This is actually in the winter time when you can't grill anymore. You're going to do them that way. It's a different way of doing it. Okay, so we're going to put our bratwurst right in the milk. And then we're going to dump that beer. Unless you want to rebottle it for Wolfgang.
You know, should I filter it first? No, he might taste the bratwurst.
I know. And what we do is now, we're going to go roll them in there. And
we're going to dump that?
I'm going to dump. You want to dump that?
I'll get that for you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to put a little bit of flour in because guess what I'm doing? I'm actually breading a bratwurst. Can you believe this?
No, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm very intrigued.
I know, and this is how we did it at home. And you go to a restaurant in Germany, they actually have this as a dinner like that, okay? So, and you serve red cabbage with it and mashed potatoes.
This is red cabbage that you can this yourself.
Yeah, I always make a big bunch, and then they're from last fall, and it's beautiful.
It is.
And I had some already to taste it if it's good. And you can warm that up if you like after a while. Okay, now we're gonna just got them all wet.
Okay.
And now we're gonna roll them in here. You know, get them nice, see?
And your oil's already nice and hot?
I hope so.
Did you test it with your spoon?
No, I don't have it. You know what? I don't have it on. Oh, there we go. And you know what? I like to flavor it with a little bit of butter.
Okay.
You know, okay, because you know what? That browns it a little bit faster, okay?
Right, but the oil allows it not to burn.
Yeah.
You're mostly with oil.
Yeah. So, there we go. Of course, we don't always, we use this later on for something I'll show you. I mean, see, I'm gonna you learn something from me, how to cook in German, huh?
Yeah. And I think I've seen this before, but I've never had them.
Yeah.
It's a unique texture they use.
Okay. They have to be nice and you can put them in buttermilk if you like, okay? But I didn't have any, so I bought milk. There you go. Okay, we have to lay them all the same way.
Just we make our producer happy.
Yes, we have to make our producer happy. You want them all uniform.
It's continuity, you know. It's pretty important stuff.
Okay. And here we go.
All right.
Now, see,
fantastic.
Aren't they nice and big? No. See, they never shrink. You should notice that they come out of the beer. They stay nice and firm like that.
Yeah.
They don't shrink at all. And here we go. It smells good already. Okay, look, Mitch.
Nice.
Don't they look beautiful?
Opens right.
Yes. And see how that flour comes a little bit loose cooks off, you know? And that we're going to drizzle over our mashed potatoes.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes, they're excellent.
Yeah,
Just about 4 or 5 more minutes. Because we have them in the beer, But you can use water also if you like, okay?
Yeah,
That's why they're kind of already partially cooked, okay? So they don't need to be too long in a frying pan, you know?
And then they stay real juicy.
And they stay juicy that way, yeah. You don't cook the heck out of it.
Mm-hmm. They look wonderful. They're real plump, like you said.
Yeah, they stay plump. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, see, they don't heat long because, like I told you before, they already have, I mean, when we have them in the beer, they're already cooked inside, you know? Look at this. Isn't it? Look at how nice and plump they are. I tell you, when you eat one of those, actually, you can eat two. I mean, I can't.
No, well, my guess is I would be very fat at your house.
Okay, now we can go have a little mashed potatoes.
And a little bit of the red cabbage.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a nice dinner. We put our... Okay, now, this is going to be $15. How's that?
Cleveland prices.
Yeah, and you know what we do then when they serve it? You know, they make a little like that.
Uh-huh.
Your mashed potatoes, you know.
And that's your
And
trick over
now
here.
you take, see, I know it's a little oily, but you do have butter in there, okay?
Uh-huh.
So I just take mostly that burnt flour, okay? And put that right over your mashed potatoes.
That's nice.
And oh my God, is that good. It's delicious.
Oh, works. Now,
And,
I hear these are heavy, so be careful.
They are. And you know what we need? Can I cut it
yes,
for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can have a piece of bread with that also. You know, rye bread with butter.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice
There's the
dense
full
bread.
compote. That's excellent. So let's go have a taste.
Mm.
Oh. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. Not good.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's really nice. We're gonna have to get the apples for that.
Try the potato. How you like that with that stuff on top?
I got a little bit of the crunch on the bratwurst.
Isn't that good?
Really good.
Mm.
Oh man. See, I love all your recipes.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
And no napkins. How's that? We
Nice.
have no napkins, so we had the.
Good one.
Okay, I'm glad you like it. This is Helga. Now, feed us in.
Mitch, bye-bye now.
With Dumas is right by me. We go all the time. Great butcher shop. Yeah.
That's so cool.
I didn't know she got the her meat there. That's awesome.
Small world.
It is.
Let's stick around because What's Bright About Warren has also made it a very small world for us.
Yeah, wait till you see this new concept. It's not just great for you, the consumer, but for the people selling the goods.
And Fred, wait till you see it too. He hasn't seen it yet. This is Ron said he'll love it. So
it will.
Hills is the low-cost living anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Hi, I'm here to talk to you about a very special event coming up on October 9th from the Sunrise Inn restaurant in downtown Warren, Ohio. My friend Kenny Heders has asked me to host a cigar dinner, which will include a multi-course Italian specialty dinner with premium cigars and an open bar. You can't beat the price. Multi-course dinner with Italian specialties, premium cigars, and an open bar. The price is $100. That's it, $100 for all you can eat, all you can drink, and all you can smoke that night. I'll be there regaling you with stories from the corner, Hollywood stories of all kinds, and we will have many laughs. Trust me, it'll be funny. We'll have a lot of laughs. Get your chance, get your ticket by calling the Sunrise Inn, or go online. It's a night you won't forget.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight at Giorgio's here in Niles.
you've had a busy week, bud. And I feel like we've kind of buried the lead. We haven't let any of the breadcrumbs, okay? You have a huge interview at the end of the show.
We do.
Huge.
When you say to yourself, who is the boss? Well, Tony Danza. He's coming your way. We're going to talk with him in a little bit.
I know, he would be a good guest for our McDonald Friend podcast.
He would be a good guest. He's pretty funny.
We feel pretty cool that we got him, though.
Yeah.
All right. But first,
yeah, what's old is new again, which is really cool.
And it's also what's bright about Warren.
Yes, taking an old space and on an entirely new concept. I think you're going to like the Pearl Street Market.
Around March, we decided that it's time to move on and try a different adventure.
That's right. The old Cortland Hardwood Products was out, and the Pearl Street Market was in. Biff Denman and his family and team transformed this building into a space with 80 booths for local crafters and peddlers to sell their products.
So the visionary is really Biff, Scott, and Keith, and his brother and his dad as well.
Mhm.
The four of them really love to make things look rustic-y, and they have saved things throughout the years, and they've made it look like this, which is amazing. They never use a blueprint, they just come up with it, and here it is. So what we are is a vendor shop that sells antiques, collectibles, and more. So we really wanted to niche it out to be something a little different in Cortland, not just antiques, but just a lot of other things that people could come in. Every time they come in here, there's something a little bit different.
Coming up with it and making it is one thing, but filling those booths with the business owners is another. But in just 2 weeks, they've almost filled the place.
So we started this process of trying to find vendors a couple weeks ago, and surprisingly, we are almost sold out. So we're really excited. We've just posted on Facebook and word of mouth, and here we are. We have 2 booths left to sell and a couple showcases and shelving units.
In 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Crazy.
It is. There are a couple of neat touches that make Pearl Street Market unique. The attention to detail and the old signs from different businesses that used to be here in town.
Well, you know, we've lived in Cortland our whole lives, so we have really acquired a lot of different things. But the Traxton sign in front of me is one of the nostalgic bars that unfortunately burned down quite some time ago. So we love that. Not that it burned down, but
right.
Hartford Orchards, that is an orchard that is not far from us as well, but those are the original owners, so we acquired that as well. We also have the Lake Tavern sign as well that will be going up here shortly. We all love the Lake Tavern, so we're trying to bring all of the fun stuff in Cortland and Mecca that, you know, everyone kind of thinks of, and we're going to put it on the walls.
But the most unique part, and what makes it great for the booth holder, is they pay month to month, so they're not locked in. And they don't have to be here to sell their goods. Consumers grab what they want and take it to the counter up front, and they pay on their way out.
The vendor doesn't have to be here, so everything is organized on the back end, allowing the vendor to sit at home and just watch some revenue come through.
Did you learn this from somebody else, or are you copying somebody else's model, or did you guys just come up with this?
So we've all been antiquing for a very long time, so we did a lot of research and we wanted to figure out ways to be a little different. And I think with our consignor portal, it really sets us apart from everybody else.
Yeah.
A new slant on an old business. And if this goes well, who knows what the future might hold.
Absolutely. There's so many bigger visions that we have down the pike, but we'll see how this goes and then let you know what happens from there.
Scan the on-screen QR code to see if Brightspeed is available in your area.
Well, there you go. Do you like that?
I love it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be, like, that's great for crafters.
Yes. It's perfect for
It's
that. Just
easier
put your stuff in there.
for
And you
consumers,
pay
excuse
month
me.
to month. So let's say you run out of inventory or you want to do something different. You're good. You're good to go.
Congratulations, Kelly. Congratulations
Biff
to
and the whole gang.
family. We're so proud of you. We love them to death. And of course, thank you to our friends from Brightspeed. We can't tell these stories without you guys.
Yeah.
You know what? It's the truth. You know who else we can't live without?
I'm not sure.
Another person who also has a great market.
Who's that?
Oh, Carl. Look at you. It's really confused.
It is cornstalk pumpkin haze season.
Wait till you see this one.
Okay.
Well, today, Carl and Julie and I are hanging out down on the farm and doing our professional family photos here, too. We set up this lovely thing, Carl. It's photo day.
Yes, a little setup for the photo day. Yeah, it's awesome.
But
with that, it really is the time and the spirit that I think everybody is in. And I'll tell you what, you walk in here, you're going to be in that mood instantaneously.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it is fall, the air is cooling down, the hot weather is behind us, we hope. You know, the mums are starting to bloom out and the pumpkins are coming out of the patch into the farm market here with all kinds of styles and shapes.
The styles and shapes.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have had people on your team in the fields for many years.
Yes.
When they see stuff like this
Yeah, right?
coming out, I don't care how many times.
It's orange and lots of bumps.
What?
Yeah, they're very cool.
Every year, they're coming up with something completely different. And the
Yep.
prices, honestly, guys, for like less than $10, you're
Yeah.
going to be getting really
Really cool stuff. And then you got the gray stuff like this, you know, which you can also eat this one after you're done decorating. They call this a blue Hubbard squash, you know, but this has become
That's
a very...
a blue Hubbard squash.
Yes, it's a squash.
I live in Hubbard, and
there
that's
you
the
go.
color of our kids at school.
There you go. So that's maybe where it came from. But yeah, we've got a lot of these great different ones that are flat. You can stack. We call them the stackers. They come pink, orange, reddish color, whites, grays, you know, a lot of those. And then the little gourds that the little kids love. They love to pick these up. You know, we've got tons of those. I mean, yeah, great different styles and shapes of those. And we're just, you know, we're blessed that the weather is going to be as nice. And we've got bales and corn stalks and all that, whatever you need for your fall decoration needs. And we've got great photo op spots like this. And then we've got a tractor out in the sunflower patch that's decorated for photo ops. You know, you come out with the family, get a few pictures and grab a few fall decorations. And then we've got great apples in the market, a lot of great produce yet. You know, it's just a good time of year.
And a big thing that we're going to be talking about, even in the next show, we're going to introduce you to this young man. But we've got a pumpkin walk throughout the entire month of October coming.
Yes.
A big deal locally.
It is big deal. He's from Poland and he's ran out of room at his place, so we were happy to host him here.
Ty's Pumpkin Walk, right?
Yes, and it's going to be a great event, and you guys we're going to introduce
you soon.
Yes.
I think it's pretty cool
gonna be a good
stuff.
time.
But Carl, your satellite markets are still open.
Yes, we're all
right?
through month of October. You can't come out the farm; they'll have a lot of great fall decorations there.
Yeah, so this stuff that you see here
It's
will
gonna
be
there. Yep.
And the hanging mums.
They're gorgeous right now. You know, they're huge. They're beautiful. There's limited supply, so it is what it is. And
Coming in right now to come get all.
Yeah, they're coming in to get all the mubs because they're just rolling out with them today.
All right, on Sundays you guys are open.
What are we here? 9 to 5.
9 to 5, and of course, you know, always check them out on Facebook and Carl.
Follow us on
what
Facebook.
a wonderful season you guys have had.
Yes, it is. It's been hot, but it's been great.
Nice to see you.
Good.
We'll see you
Thanks for
again
coming.
soon.
Well, I want to smash stuff.
I know. The Hubbard Blue Gourd?
Gourd, yeah.
What are the chances of that?
I don't know.
And that's literally what he's saying. Like, I don't know.
That's how you do it. The only way to get the stuff inside is to smash it on the ground.
Yes.
It's perfect.
And then you bake it. And if you follow us on social media, I will hopefully not.
You need to give it a go?
Yeah, that's what we can do. Do you follow our page?
Fred, come over.
Clearly
Come
he
over to our
doesn't.
house that night. You'd be better off.
This is for Fred. That's what he loves.
You're not even going to be there.
I
Do
know.
it yourself.
Yeah, I'll be on the mower with Jack. All right, let's take a break. We've got a wonderful author and your big moment.
Right. If you want to know what Tony Danza looks like, you'll see.
Handsome.
After this break.
Handsome.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat.
Welcome back.
What a fun show.
It's been fun. I've tried everything, but the steak's a little too far.
I know.
We'll get to it.
It's okay. I know. We've got so much to talk about.
Yeah.
And read about.
Let me hear about this author.
No, you tell me about the author.
I'm going to tell you about that?
Yeah, you're gonna
That's
tell me about
right.
the author.
Well, I will. And a little different concept, too. I think you're really going to like this. For Cortland native Terry Stefanko, discovering new technology has opened up a magical new world for her artwork.
Initially, the shift to digital art was intimidating because it's a lot more complicated with all these different tools and which app do you use. And it was when I got an iPad with an Apple Pencil that I could actually draw like I would with a pencil that I really started feeling comfortable with the shift. The big thing for me is that undo button, and I can just delete things and start over, which with oil painting you can't do, and you can't put another layer on an oil painting sometimes for up to a week because it takes a long time to dry. So my process had become a lot faster. Ever since then, my style has really sort of evolved into something that feels more like me and more like what I'm trying to express. So I went from more traditional art to now this very stylized art with this real purpose of bringing magic to the world.
And the new technology opened up new artistic paths, including writing 2 books and illustrating both of them.
Usually it's an idea. So it's a story that I'm trying to tell, something that I'm trying to express. And then usually I'll have sort of a visual in mind. I try to write the whole thing out before I actually then create the illustrations. But for me, it's sort of this theme, and I'll often have like a character in mind. Sort of my mission, or what I want people to get out of my art, is realizing that they are magic themselves. So you are magic is sort of this theme that comes out through all of my work. So my first book, Moonlit Trails, is a collection of poems, and each poem is accompanied by an illustration. And so they're really about following your own path, believing in yourself, doing different things, and knowing that you have the magic inside of you. And those books and line of illustrated greeting cards led her to cross paths with Boardman native Kathy Klein, who recently opened Books A Go-Go in Ravenna.
So I started Books A Go-Go in September of 2022, and I started as a mobile bookstore or a pop-up shop. It was referred to as both. So I would go around to different vendor events and put up my tent and my tables and sell books. I was always passionate about books. I used to work in bookstores over 20 years ago, and I'd always wanted to get back into the business. Once I knew that an independent bookstore is what people in our community were really craving to have, then I really started looking at spaces and making sure that I had a spot that people could come to, not only for books, but I like to think of myself as a community space, because a lot of the times book lovers want a place to gather, to talk with people about books, or to meet authors like we have today. The new store offers more than books, community activities, great conversation, and of course, book signings. I think book signings are very important because we have a lot of local talent that people aren't even aware of. And so when I meet the local authors and talk to them, I want to help everybody else find them too. And so having them here at my store helps people have a place to come specifically to meet them, see what their work is like, and to maybe see something that's different, read something that's different than what they typically read. I, as a reader, love to connect with authors, so I think that that is probably what most people benefit from. It gives you a more personal sense of who's behind the book, some of their thought processes maybe, depending on how in-depth you get into a conversation with them. You get to see another side of them, and just it makes it all more personal. And as a book lover, I love that aspect. Now, as an established author, illustrator, and instructor, Terry has this advice for those young and old alike. My advice would be to just believe in yourself. So that's usually an age where we encounter somebody who tells us to do something else, or who maybe doesn't believe in this being something that we can actually pursue as like a lifestyle. But I would say stay with it and keep that imagination. We didn't have iPads, we barely had the internet as a kid.
I would say play outside, you know, enjoy the world around you. A lot of what inspires my art is the natural world and being in nature. So leave your devices at home, go play with your friends, be outside. If you are looking at your device, try to do something creative, right? Maybe you draw something on your iPad. Look for inspiring things on your iPad, but don't spend too much time there. Do things on paper too. Play outside, connect with the people around you.
Weeks ago, go. Just right out of the Sunset Strip.
Author.
Yeah.
No, magical. Really, really stuff.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, amazing. All right, cheers
so
to you, man. I think this is a great get.
This was like an accident, but it worked out pretty well.
I can't believe you got to talk to him.
So Tony Danza, living in New York, performs in New York, and he's coming to Warren for his big show. So we thought we'd ask him a few questions. You'll like it.
I just think it's amazing.
I had rum with a lot of Coke, Cola, one too many. I had vodka.
Just another day in New York for Tony Danza. He loves to perform, and he just can't help himself.
My friend has a restaurant on Columbus Avenue, and one day he says to me, "You know, I'm gonna put a band out here on Sundays, jazz band." So I said, "I'll be there. I'll come down. I'll come see it." And I came, and then, "You want to sing?" So I got up and sang in the street.
I felt my lips meet a margarita.
It's an amazing scene. It's at Manny's Bistro on Columbus Avenue, so it's really a lot of fun. And I just, every once in a while, he's my pal. I walk by, I pick up the mic, and I sing. And they caught me the other day.
Still performing at the age of 74. He loves to sing, and he's still hitting all the right notes.
It's really something, you know. And I'm sure you know. You write something and then you do it for people and they like it, and it's like, and they keep liking it. It's pretty special.
But it almost wasn't this way. Danza had a close call with death about 30 years ago.
I almost killed myself in 1993. I hit a tree skiing. I broke my back. I broke 8 ribs and displaced them, put one in my lung, one in my liver, one in my kidney. I broke my leg, I tore up my knee, I hit my head. But somehow I survived. And when I was rehabbing, and it took 2 years to come back from it, but as I was rehabbing, I was thinking, yeah, you know, you're getting a second chance. You know, what do you want to do? What haven't you done? What do you want to do? And I thought to myself, I had been tap dancing for about 10 years by then, because I started in 83, that's right. Yeah, it was about 10 years. And that always gave me license to try, you know, because I could tap, you know, worst comes to worst, I'll throw a dance at you. But I said to myself, I think I want to be a song and dance man.
What a little bitty bit of luck, yeah.
And so he is, writing his own show and traveling the country to perform, including here in Warren later this month.
I got like 3 shows
Okay.
that I do. And this what I'm doing in town is Sinatra. It's a show about Sinatra because I was around Sinatra. And so I wrote a show about it. But the show you guys are getting is my favorite. It's more me too. It's more an introduction to me because I'd never been there before. It's a 75-minute monologue with 20 songs, 2 tap dances, and a ukulele solo. So, you know, it's a lot. I mean, just a 75-minute monologue. You have to put some time in to learn that. But it's so much fun. And I've been doing this a long time now. Sometimes I don't realize how long I've been doing it. And I've been lucky, I've been doing it. I've traveled all over the country. I played the Desert Inn in Vegas. I played, I've been in Atlantic City. I've been in all those places. And then one of the wonderful things about the act is it takes me to Warren, Ohio, because I'm not sure I'd ever get there.
Well, that's true. Is there anywhere else you'd like a bucket list thing you'd like to play at or play for?
I want to go to Europe. I want to see if I can play in Europe. I'd like to, I'd like to see if I could pull it off over there. I really would.
Tony says he's been invited to Australia to play, but it's a little bit too far. Instead, he will tour with the Carlisle Theater, play his show around the country, and pop by his friend's restaurant and do what he loves, sing for the masses.
Listen, this is something that I thought up myself. I made myself into, and I'm thrilled with it. I really enjoyed doing it.
Thank you. And then, guys, hey.
Okay.
Oh, Gabriella, maybe not familiar with Tony Danza.
Right. But good luck following him.
Yeah.
Let me just say it right now.
I think it's amazing. I mean, I grew up watching Who's the Boss and like Judith Light. Like I just like loved everything about him all these years.
I liked him from Taxi, so that's really dating us.
You said that you had something that you had.
Oh, I asked him about you know how people say Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza instead of Tiny Dancer, the Elton John song.
He did it, right?
Yeah, and so he actually thinks that's fun. I was afraid he was going to say that's the dumbest thing ever and I hate it, but he's a great guy. I hope people go out and see the show.
Yeah, I think that's a cool one, a very cool one. You, after a show or after a night out or for any kind of celebration or when you're just hungry for something really good.
Right. You just come for dessert.
Oh, yeah.
If you want, right?
Absolutely.
Fire chocolate cake.
What I've been doing. Give me some lunch specials that are big hits.
Lunch special. So we do offer the chicken parmesan. We have eggplant. Cajun chicken Alfredo, that's another one of our very popular dishes. Chicken dishes, all of them we include from chicken francais, marsala, chicken Florentine. There's a bunch to choose from.
That sounds good. And then you get a little break on the price because it's a lunch portion.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's
oh
fantastic.
My goodness. I would just want the dinner portion.
Are there going to be other Giorgio's restaurants or because there's only one Giorgio and he does a lot of the cooking?
Yeah, there's only one Giorgio right now. Maybe in the future.
You think?
Yeah, possibly, but
Do you think there'll be a Gabriella's one day?
I don't know. I feel like my family, we've done a lot of work here, you know, and this is like our story.
It's the mothership.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, awesome. Very good.
Well, we want you to be here for 11 times 11 years down, right, Michael?
I promise I'll be back.
Yeah, it's real. I'll be back too.
Pinky
Yeah,
promise.
I promise.
We're coming back.
We promise.
Yeah, it will probably
That's
get
like a thing from the 90s.
Similar like this. We'll probably get a huge spread like this and just dig in, if you don't mind.
Again, thank you to Steelite for making it possible for us to be with friends and make new ones along the way. I think it's been a really fun journey.
That it has.
Hey, it's a retro-mercial time.
Yeah.
I know.
We told her all about it.
Yeah, and being an old soul, you like the old stuff, right?
Oh, I absolutely do, yep.
Okay, so Tony Danza. This is what I go through on a daily basis. Like when you say, Mike, you're on a diet, right? What happens? This commercial encapsulates what happens to me every single day at my house.
And then here you are.
And here I am. All right. Have a great Sunday.
Watching. Nice job. You guys were wonderful.
Thank you.
Hey, Tony, you getting in shape for a hot day?
Nah, dinner at my mother's.
Everybody's got a diet, right? It doesn't matter who you are. It's gonna be a tough fight. So give yourself the greatest taste.
No, please. So you see, Ma, now I'm taking diet right. It's all free.
All for you, Uncle Tony.
Everybody's got a diet.
Watch Gina Marinelli with TV27's First News.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.